So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to get rid of bugs on plants and trees. And we can do it all naturally without any pesticides. And I'm going to show you my little magic trick. Okay, it's more than magic actually. This is a miracle. And I'm ready to show you my miracle story. So let me flip this around. So my miracle story has to do with this tree right here. We planted this tree about 15 years ago, and it's been fabulous because it's paired with this tree. It holds together a hammock. And so we've loved this tree. But for the last 3 years, this tree actually has not been flowering, and it doesn't get any leaves on it until about late June. And we thought, okay, this tree is dead. There's nothing we can do about it to save this tree. But as I was inspecting it, I noticed that there was this little place right here that had just a little bit of white on it, and it was kind of sticking out, kind of like sap. And I grabbed my bug spray that I'm going to share that awesome recipe with you in just a minute, and I sprayed it on it. Now, it was only a couple of inches that I could see that I sprayed the sap on. And then I noticed there was a place down here that had a little sap. And so I put some on there. And over here, I noticed there was a place that I had a little bit of that white sap, which I didn't really know what it was. And so I sprayed on these few areas on the tree 3 times last spring. So this tree has been suffering for 3 years at least, that it just wouldn't flower and it wouldn't get leaves on it. And by the end of June, then it would start getting a few little leaves, but not blossoms, okay? And so after spraying it on 3 times last spring, I noticed that all of the sap part just kind of fell off. It sloughed off. And then this spring, as I was investigating, I noticed that, yeah, there is definitely some, you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but inside of there, where the bugs had gone in and basically just infested this tree, and they had dug all over inside of it. And as I kind of prodded in here with my weeding fork, I found out that it was all of the wood in here was just like styrofoam. It just crumbled and fell away. So I kind of dug it out a little bit, thinking kind of like a cavity, right? All of the bugs are dead and gone. They've fled out of the tree. And you can see here that the same thing happened, clear back in the tree. So the tree is actually quite hollow at this point, that it doesn't have a lot of substance. But as I feel right here, this is solid and this is solid. And even though it does have a lot of, it's kind of riddled in the middle, and it doesn't look so good in the trunk part of it, it is feeling so much better. You can tell all of those bugs are gone, and you can tell that it's flowering and it's looking incredible now that it's had a little bit of time to recover from that year of getting rid of all of those bugs. It's so much happier. It flowered in April. It didn't look like it was dead all clear until the end of June. And so I'm going to tell you what my little recipe was. And it's just, all it is natural without any pesticides. You can take care of and get rid of bugs. And this is what I used, this bug spray, right? And in the bug spray is water. That's mostly what it is. It's just water. And it's 25 drops of peppermint and 25 drops of citronella. And yes, you can use this on more than just trees. That was my miracle tree story. I feel like I'm an arborist now. I know what I'm doing with trees because I sprayed some 3 times. I sprayed this on and it totally saved a tree. And so you'll be able to find a lot more recipes than that with just this bug spray. And I wish you the best.